What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So it seems when Labour are losing an election campaign, they send a propaganda arm, namely the Guardian newspaper, out to try and smear any Brexiteer or everyone that disagrees with them in general. We have this article from David Pegg, Nima McIntyre and Pamela Duncan of The Guardian, who have decided to do an article on which election videos are getting the most attention online. Now you'd think I ain't going to be very interested in this because who cares about what The Guardian have to say? Well, The Guardian in its infinite wisdom have decided to smear myself and Mahyar Tousi along with obviously Sargon of Akkad because the media love to smear him. Now it was actually Sargon himself who sent me the link to this to actually bring it to my attention, so thank you very much for doing that, mate. But it goes to show that Labour and The Guardian are actually worried about the online platforms and how it's making them look. Now anyway, enough of me waffling on, let's take a look at the article itself and see what they have to say about me. The article headlines, which election videos are getting the most attention online. Our dashboard team provides a snapshot of the video content gaining traction this week. We are just over a week into the formal election campaign and the parties have set out their digital stalls. But as is so often the case in politics, there is a chasm between the messages politicians want us to take away and our reactions to them. In the latest instalment of our twice weekly guide to the digital election trail, we look at what people are actually talking about. Our political party messages cutting through, our campaign groups, think tanks and commentators having a greater influence than parties on what is shared online. Using data from CrowdTangle, a social media analytics platform, we have examined which material is generating the most attention across Facebook and Instagram. Separately, we have also taken a look at political content trending on YouTube, which I suppose is where they've come across us. TV is supposedly a dying medium among younger audiences, but the popularity of current affairs clippings is undeniable in this election cycle. Several of the most popular election-related Facebook and Instagram posts of the week are UK broadcast TV clips. Here are 3 examples of repackaged videos that have generated online attention in the past week. We got the Conservatives accused of inventing cost of Labour policies. Posts from the Labour affiliated campaign group Momentum consistently do well in terms of Facebook's engagement. On Tuesday, the group used a clip from BBC Politics Live in a posting accusing the Conservatives of making stuff up about the costs of Labour's as yet unpublished manifesto. In the segment, the programme presenter Jo Coburn takes Conservative Helen Whatley to task over one of her party ad campaigns, which relies on largely invented figures for the cost of the Labour Party's policies. At the end of the day, I expect the figures are invented and probably too low when it comes to the actual cost of Labour's policies. Let's be honest, I'll have a video coming out later about Labour's policies, don't worry about that. The second one was a Question Time audience member on anti-Semitism. BBC Question Time's Facebook page posted a clip of an audience member accusing media organisations of exaggerating anti-Semitism allegations against Jeremy Corbyn because they disagree with his policies. No, love. It's his own MPs that are making the allegations. It's not the media just allow them on there to make the allegations. Ian Austin was a Labour MP, not a BBC or Sky News or Channel 4 host, so that's just wrong. The clip, which was taken from the programme's most recent edition, has been viewed more than 850,000 times. And then we get pro-Brexit group promotes Ian Austin's Corbyn criticism, which I just spoke about. A third election-related link that has attracted high engagement over the past week clips an interview between Kay Burley of Sky News and the former Labour MP Ian Austin. So it's not Sky News that are pushing this, it's Ian Austin pushing this. This was one of a series of interviews in which Austin, who announced last week he would not run for Parliament in this election, described Jeremy Corbyn as not fit to be Prime Minister, a view strongly endorsed by this pro-Brexit Facebook page. The former MP for Dudley North accuses Corbyn of defending extremists and parroting Putin propaganda, which we know he does. National security has also emerged as a key line of attack, with the Conservatives putting out multiple versions of a clip of Emily Thornberry being grilled by Piers Morgan on what Corbyn would do in the event of a nuclear missile strike. I covered that as well. And then we get to it. Hard right channels do better on YouTube. While left-wing pages are performing better on Facebook, the YouTube landscape skews to the right. The 10 most popular channels on the video uploading platform were a mixture of professional news organisations and highly partisan right-wing content. According to a Guardian analysis of political videos posted on it in the last week, a sample of 350 videos showed The Guardian Sky News and The Sun had the most popular political content, with around 700,000 views each. In fourth place was a channel called We Got a Problem, which regularly posts pro-Brexit videos with confrontational titles, which received more than 600,000 views. I expect this title here had something to do with them coming to that conclusion. Well, thank you very much for the promotion there, Guardian. I love it, but I'm not hard right. The former UKIP candidate Carl Benjamin, who uses the name Sargon of Akkad on YouTube, and Mahyar Tousi, a Conservative Party activist who describes himself as a free market fundamentalist, were also among the top channels. So there we go, me, Sargon of Akkad and Mahyar are all hard right according to The Guardian. But we have to remember that The Guardian are so far left, Scooby-Doo would be hard right to them. And it's a bit of a liberty they didn't include Jeff Taylor in that, if you ask me. His channel gets a lot of views. Why didn't they name him? He could have done with a free promotion also, like we got. In one popular video, Tousi criticises the Liberal Democrats' use of charts and polling data, recycling broadcast clips and using an aggressively worded title, a ploy that often helps to increase views on the platform. No, the title is accurate to what actually occurred. You know what I mean? This is something that happened. Joe Swinson only needs to speak to be humiliated. So, they get a title like that. Joe Swinson humiliated after being caught lying. What do you expect? The reason why videos like that get views is because Joe Swinson's a goldmine that often offers up a shit show of an interview that Brexiteers love to see. View counts of election-related content on YouTube are still far lower than on Facebook or Twitter. However, no video posted by the Labour Party in the last week has received more than 5,000 views. I could post a video saying simply hello and it would get more than 5,000 views. And the Labour Party, a full-on political party with hundreds of years of history, struggles to get 5,000 views on a video. That is incredible. And the Conservatives' peak of 57,000 is much lower than the average viewership on the other social media platforms. This may explain why the parties are choosing not to focus their efforts on YouTube. The Conservatives have posted just 5 videos in the last 7 days, compared with more than 30 on Facebook, while Labour has posted 9 videos on YouTube, compared with more than 20 on Facebook. And this is where political parties are completely out of touch. If they had half a brain cell, they would be promoting across all social media platforms equally, and even more than they have. But they've got the sense of Owen Jones, much like this article and the people who wrote it. It's a dirty smear by these people calling me hard right, especially Mahyar and everyone else, like we're not hard right obviously. The Guardian Labour Momentum paper is essentially as left as it gets. I don't think you can get much further left than these idiots, so everybody's hard right. Bloody Joe Swinson's hard right to these lot. But to show that me and Mahyar and that are running up there close to the big boys who are corporate funded with thousands of staff is amazing. You have to remember that this is just me. Mahyar is just him. Sargon is just him as far as I'm aware. But it goes to show that 3 random people can just compete with the big media organisations because they're completely out of touch and often full of shit. Now obviously the Guardian are trying to destroy our channels and prevent our message from getting out, but these hit pieces by these dirty smear merchants never get them anywhere. They only ever serve to boost the person they smear's growth, so let's hope that happens here for everyone involved. But like I said earlier, it's a bit disrespectful that they didn't mention Jeff Taylor. They said they had 10, but where was they? And it says at the end, these posts are selected from a crowd-tangled list of election-related Facebook and Instagram posts, sorted by total interactions, a sum of reactions, comments and shares. The number of views, comments and shares were accurate as of 12 PM on Thursday, the 14th of November. The sample of YouTube video was gathered through the API with keyword searches on the afternoon of Wednesday, the 13th of November. Digital dashboard team is listed there. At the end of the day, none of it matters. It's a dirty smear piece, and usually these things just end up helping the people they smear, as I've already said. So, thank you very much to The Guardian, I suppose. But on that note, I'm going to end the video there, guys. I want to thank our PayPal, Patreon and Subscribe Star members for supporting the channel, along with everyone who watches my videos. Remember to let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe with a notification bell and share this video as it helps the channel a lot. And I will see you all in the next one.
This Parliament is a dead Parliament. It should no longer sit. It has no moral right to sit on these green benches. They don't like the truth. Twice they have been asked to let the electorate decide upon whether they should continue to sit in their seats while they block 17.4 million people's votes. This Parliament is a disgrace. But they're too cowardly to give it a go. But the time is coming. The time is coming, Mr. Speaker, when even these turkeys won't be able to prevent Christmas.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors, slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires, and that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going, and we are glad to be going. We're off.